This is Sean Medley at South Haven RV at the indoor showroom. What we're looking at here is two Newmar London Aires. And between these two coaches, you're looking at about $1.3 million in retail pricing. They're both retail about $611 to $615, depending on which one you're talking about. This is the 4553 we're going to start with, and then move to the 4503 in just a moment. And they got the DuPont finish on here, cut and buff, so it's all smooth when they transition between these particular paint colors. I love the side hinge doors, really tall, and you see just how much storage you wind up with here. Of course, all this is reinforced underneath. Look at this steel structure here. This is all steel underneath instead of it being wood or anything under here. This is all foam filled, so you get a nice R factor here as well as in the subfloor up here. And I'll show you how that's built here in just a minute. But I just want to show you the storage area. The slide out tray is electric, so you just hit the button, out it comes. It does the same thing on the other side of the coach. Behind here is our tanks. You know, got the black, gray freshwater tanks there, all mounted horizontally in front of the drive axle, so you got a good weight balance. If they had to fix that, they could slide one of those out, make the repair, get you back on the road. These are flush slides, so once these things go in, and they fit in right here, and that makes it a nice transition all the way down the side of the coach. Very clean look to it. Of course, you've got this big door here. This is where your chassis batteries are. You got the cutoff for that here. And the nice thing that they've done and thought ahead on is put your DEF tank in here. It's a 13-gallon DEF tank. The fuel tank's 150 gallons, and it's located up front, behind the steering axle. That's a 20,000-pound steering axle up there, by the way, and it's independent front suspension. But they put that up there. You've got these tanks here, DEF tank back here, the engine. So everything's balanced out real well with the weight. But the reason that I like the small door, if you're at a gas station, you know, like a truck stop, and you're trying to add some more DEF fluid to this, imagine trying to open up a door that was this wide to get to that small tank up front. So you've got this small access door. Good thinking. And what's powering this coach is a 600 horsepower engine. Diesel, it's 15 liter and puts out 1,950 foot-pounds of torque. So this is a bad boy. What's made it up to is a 4000 series Allison transmission. So that'll get you on down the road. And you see you've got two patio awnings here, so this whole side of the coach is your patio entertainment area. And with that TV up there, you've got your cooler outside. There are good times that are going to be had on this patio, I guarantee you. All right, let's go to the other side of the coach. Of course, back here, you've got a 15,000-pound hitch. That's what this coach is capable of towing. Let me show you the wet bay. You get the whole house water filtration right there, fresh water. You can see exactly where your tanks are when you're dumping them. And this is the RV SantaCon. So if you turn this on, this is an macerator pump. And sometimes you go to campgrounds, and once you level the coach, this side is lower than, maybe there's a hill, and then you've got a sewer hookup here. So you've got to be able to pump uphill in order to drain this tank out. So that's what this does. It's through a 3/4 inch hose. You take this, put this in the sewer connection, and this could be at your house. You know, if you had a clean out or something at the house, run about 25 feet, drop it in your clean out at the house, and you can just dump your tank at the house once you turn this macerator pump on and hook it into the system here. Here's your fresh water hose, and it's on a reel, so it's easy to use. I'll step on around here. Electrical cord, 50 amp, and it's on a cord reel as well. Makes it easy to pull back in, especially during the winter time like it is now. This is your AquaHot system. This is actually an Oasis system by brand, but it does the same thing. It's a hydronic heating and provides the entire heat for the coach, as far as unlimited hot water and actual heat that is radiant throughout the entire coach. It's a wet type heat, moist, instead of it being a dry heat like you get with a forced air furnace. And these are all your house batteries here. Of course, you've got an inverter that operates all that, converts it back to 110. This is an all-electric coach. And with this being a 365 series tire, you've got a fantastic ride here. A lot of rubber between you and the road. Of course, the coach is dropped down right now. Otherwise, you'd have a lot more clearance in between that tire and the bottom of that. Let me show you how these coaches are built. A nice little display that Newmar provided us. But you see this C-channel construction? This is what they call hung wall. So instead of being laminated with this foam all throughout, there's nothing become delaminated because they built it like a house where all this rests on the floor itself. So you've got the C-channels like studs in your wall to home, except these are aluminum, of course. They're C-channel. They stuff this insulation down inside of that. Then you have another kind of insulation, which is this foam barrier. You got a vapor barrier here. This is your inside luan, where you're seeing the paneling inside the coach. It's decorated. And on the outside is this fiberglass. And this is what's painted. And then up here at the top, it's the same way. You've got all this through the roof. All your ductworks run through here and everything. Two kinds of insulation, so it's well insulated here. This is your subfloor, and that's what you're seeing up there above the storage area. That's where this is, and this is all insulated. So you can just imagine the kind of insulation you get inside this coach. It's in the high R's of the high 20s. So this is something you're going to be very comfortable in year-round. Now let's go on inside this coach, and then we'll go inside the other one. This is the 4503. This particular floor plan, you've got this J-lounge. Now this will slide in out of the way. So you don't necessarily have to have it out if you're wanting to have a bunch of people in here. This is, nice if you just want to have a little conversation area, because you got this couch over here. You turn these two big chairs around up front, and you've got two fantastic recliners to use and make a nice conversation area. The TV right here, this comes up out of here with a TV lift. Of course, all your lighting is push button control, can be reprogrammed, but it controls all your lights, all your shades, they're all electric. Just a beautiful motorhome. Of course, you've got a TV here, cabinets all around. I'll show you what's behind that in a second. Storage all the way around here. Just a beautiful coach. This is an induction cooktop. Got the sprayer. There's your dishwasher. Going on back, we've got the residential refrigerator. Plenty of storage here. Like a pantry, these are all slide out drawers. More storage above that. This is your half bath. So you've got another full bath in the back of the coach, but this is a half bath, and this is what a lot of people are going to in these motorhomes that they like. Is this particular floor plan where you can close this door off. So you just slide this, pull that across. Look at those beautiful residential doors. Gives you some privacy from the front to the back, but there's no reason for anybody to come back here in your area of the coach, and they can use that half bath up front. Another thing that I like about this half bath before we get away from it is what Newmar's done with this door. Now watch this. See how that hinges? Nice and smooth. And when this slide is in, so you got a full wall slide all the way down through here, it's going to come into very close to this wall. This just slides back out of the way. You can get into the bathroom very easily. You're not going to have to worry about it banging into anything or causing a problem where you're wedged in trying to get in this bathroom to use it. I like these fixtures too. Of course, this is what you'd expect in a coach of this magnitude. But I mean, they even cover these vents. This is all wood covered here. Nice setup. This is your stack washer dryer. Alright, located right there. Let's go on to the back. And this shower, that's a teak seat that you can fold down. So ladies like to shave their legs, they can sit there, take care of that. But look, I mean, just look at this tile work. This is phenomenal. Of course, we got dual sinks. And I like how they smoke this mirror. It gives it a nice accent. It really adds something to the room just than having a standard mirror there. And here's a good place where you can put some shoes. Of course, this is all cedar lined. All the way down, you've got LED light there. Plenty of storage over there, nice safe. This is all polished porcelain tile throughout. It's heated too. Now, one thing I want to show you before I get too far away. This is a redundant control, and this you'll see up front. I'll explain it a little bit further, but it's nice to be able to get in the middle of the night, and if you want to adjust the heat, the AC, turn on your floor heaters, control the generator, you can do it all right here just as well as you can up front. Now let's go have a look at that real quick. Now I want to show you some of these controls around the dash here. Now, right here, we're going to show you this first. This is the other control. This is the main control. And you can go through here and let's say we want to turn on the tile heat. We can do that right there. There's 3 sections of it. We can independently control those for different temperatures and everything. Of course, you got your climate control. You could set this just like you can at home, where you want to program it for certain hours of the day. You could turn on the heat, cool, whatever you need to do right here, and control each zone of the coach as well. There's that Oasis system. We're talking about the hydronic heating. And of course, you can kill the batteries right here for the house when you're going to store it. You control your night shades around the cockpit here, so you can darken it all up at night or watch a movie during the daytime. Now I'm going to show you some of the cockpit controls. What we've got here is the rear camera. This kind of gives you a scale when you're backing up to make sure that you're not going to hit anything. You learn that scale and you know how close you're getting to items. And of course, whenever you turn on your blinker, then the camera will switch to that side of the coach and show you what's going on over there, so you don't, as a motorcyclist over there or something, you're not going to worry about hitting them. And if you want to leave it on and switch it where it's on that right camera, you can see who's at your door, and before you even go answer it, when someone's knocking on it or ringing the doorbell. It does have a doorbell. Of course, this is your GPS system. This is what they call the Silverleaf system. It gives you a lot of information on your display when the engine's running. The turbo boost, the temperature of the transmission, the load on the engine, nice things like that. Or you can even do legs of your trip. So if you want to see how many miles per gallon you got on the one leg of your trip, you can do that. And how many hours you drove, how many miles, that kind of thing. So you can analyze your entire trip. And there's also a display here. This is going to be odometer and chassis information right here. On this side over here, we've got the leveling system. This automatically levels the coach for you, and so you really don't have to do anything. When you pull up and get parked, you hit the automatic leveling system, start putting out your slides, hook up your water and your power if it's not raining outside. You know, you don't have to do that because of the generator. You can actually spend the night and just run off your generator and run the air conditioning system. You got a 3-stage engine brake. Now, what this is really nice about that's in these diesels is kind of unique. Once you turn this on, you let off the accelerator down here, then it's automatically going to engage this system depending on what level you have it set on. But this is going to save your chassis brakes. Plus, when you're going down a hill, down a grade, it's going to hold you back. And that's, believe me, when you go up onto a big grade or a big mountain and you got to come down the other side, that's the important part. You've also got a switch here to run the driver's side window down, so if you got to pay a toll or something, you can do that right there. Of course, all your standard controls, light switches and everything. Here you can flash your lights. You know, if you want to let a trucker over and signal for him to get over, you can hit that button, control your wipers, all right there, easy to get to. Let's go look at this other floor plan before this video gets too long. Let me show you something else here. You could put this over on your passenger seat, and this holds a laptop. So you've got a laptop holder right there, easy to use, or if you just want to read a book or eat a sandwich or whatever you might want to do. Alright, let's go inside this coach. So I like how these steps retract and extend very smoothly. And see, this floor plan is just a little bit different. Right here you've got a nice long couch, a booth dinette, where the other one was a freestanding dinette, and then an opposing couch here. So you've got a couple of beds in here that you can easily make out if you're going to have guests. That does not make into a bed, but believe me, when you talk about this level of coach, you want to entertain 6, feed 4, and sleep 2, and that's it. That's usually what you get. You know, everyone goes home into their own coaches at night, and just a couple sleeps in here. And there's the TV that can drop down out of the way if you'd like it to. I really like this color of the countertops here and everything. And once again, we're talking about the induction cooktop, nice convection microwave, and just look at all these wood accents. Even the ceiling accent is just phenomenal. There's the fridge, storage there we looked at earlier. Of course, this is a little bit taller. The way this happens to be set up, you got more drawers. That's one thing that's unique to this floor plan. Remember, the washer dryer was on the other one right here. It's going to be in the back. I'll show you that in a minute. Here's the half bath again. King size bed. And this shower's a little different. It's turned this way. And then once again, there's the teak seat we were talking about earlier. Nice storage throughout. You can adjust the height of these, you know, to accommodate anything you want. Take some of the shelves out if you got some large items. Stack washer dryer is located right there. Once again, here's the smoke mirror I was talking about. This is really nice looking. And I'll have to show you this. Look here. This row of vents here is actually an intake, and there's a filter material, so you just pull this off, vacuum it off, put it back on. It's reusable. And this side is the exhaust side. Now you really don't see that until you pull this down, but it does the same thing throughout the coach. So you get a really good circulation of air. Even when the slides are in, everything's located down the middle of the coach. Instead of having vents over here, they're going to cause a problem once these slides are in, and you're not going to be able to get any air conditioning inside the coach. But once again, we've got a nice setup here. 2 sinks, nice fixtures, nice storage, and then this all the way across the back. Alright, that'll about do it. Any questions, give me a shout. Sean Medley, South Haven RV, 662-996-5418. Thanks for watching the video.